Okay, so this is what we're gonna do here. Okay, are you able to see my screen? Okay. Are you able to see my screen? All right, so there's a symbol here, all right? So this is the first symbol. This is the second symbol. This is the third symbol. This is the fourth symbol. What is the fourth and the fifth symbol? If you can, take a piece of paper and draw and show it to the camera that you have in front of you now. All right. If you know the answer, please show it to the camera. All right, I'll show the symbol again. Okay, this is the symbol. So the symbol number 1, 2, 3. What is symbol number 4, 4, and 5? Okay. So we give another 2 minutes before we start. So if you know the answer, please write it on a piece of paper, any paper, and show it to the screen. Okay, we have Devin. Okay, who else? Devin has the answer, has given the answer, but it may be correct or may not be correct. Who else? Who else? No answer? No answer? Okay. Anyone wants a clue? Give a thumbs up if you want a clue. Okay. The clue is...
Wait, someone got it. Someone got it. Someone got it.
Wait. Who got it?
Aaron Leong.
Aaron Leong got it. All right. So, okay. So the answer, what is... Then I'll give you another challenge. Aaron, if you know it, keep it to yourself. So if you see what Aaron Leong has already, okay, Aaron, you show yours. You show yours.
Oh, no. Don't show.
Okay. So what is number 6? What is the 6th symbol? Okay, Davin has answer. Okay, Aaron, you can put down already. Okay, only 2 people only, the others don't have. Okay, no worries. Okay, 2 people answer only. But I think because the time is waiting already, the time is up. So I think without further ado, we'll really go into the session of today. So if you're excited, give a big clap of the hand to welcome our facilitator today, our speaker today. All right. So our speaker today is none other than our very own Captain Joel from First Ampang Jaya. All right. So, but for the others, I'll let him to introduce himself. All right. So let's give a round of applause for Mr. Joel Tan, Captain of First Ampang Jaya. All right. Come on, let's give a big round of applause.
All right, thank you so much for having me. Thank you to the training team for inviting me for this wonderful session. Right, I think before I going straight over it, I think I'd like to continue the activity a little bit. So the symbol was, it was an arrow, right? I'm gonna try to draw it. All right, so I just want to see how many of you can actually, figure it out. We know Aaron got it, right? But I would like everyone else to actually think about it, because come on, there's about what, 106 of you, and out of here they are what? They are officers, they are captains, they are lieutenants, right? There's also members and NCOs, I believe, as well. So come on, Aaron, if you can turn on your mic for a while, let me know whether are you an NCO or
I'm an NCO. I'm a sergeant from 12th KL.
Right. Okay. Thanks, Aaron. Sergeant, awesome. So it can't be just one sergeant who just got it, right? Come on, officers. And Aaron, if you know, and I think people's gonna start to text you personally. What's the answer? What's the answer? Don't tell them. Let them go and think about it. Devin, let me guess. I can see you showing something. Just let me check it out for a while. Just give me a second. Let me just see your video. Yes, cool, awesome. Devin got it as well. Big hand to Devin, awesome. All right, come on, who else? Okay, as the rest are still waiting, right? Okay, I'm just gonna try one more activity, you guys, just to see how, how mentally prepared are you for this session, how mentally capable, right? So here's it gonna be. It's called the open close. Now those there will be some of you who actually know how this works. So it's called the open close game. Now I want you to look very closely. Look at my hands and look very closely. I want to ask whether this is open or close. So open, close, open, close, open, close, close, open, close, 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 open, close, open, close. Is this open or closed? Let me type in chat. If you want to unmute yourself, go ahead. Is this open or closed?
Open.
Madam Jess, awesome, open. Don't give it away. I see a lot of people saying open. This must be a very normal game for some people already. Okay, let's see whether it's a true answer. If you haven't figured it out, too bad. All right, let's go. Round two. Open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. Is it open or close?
Close.
Some say close, some say it's open. But unfortunately, I thought Madam Jess got it. Madam Jess didn't get it. Okay, come on. Third round. Let's go. Open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, 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 open, open, open. Is this open or close?
Open.
I'm just gonna see the answers.
Open.
Yours says open. Unfortunately, it's close. Okay, last two rounds. I just want to mess with your head a bit before we start, yeah? Okay, let's go. Open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, open, open. I'm gonna just do it a little bit slower. Open, open, close. Is this open or closed?
Close.
Chuan, you got it right. A few of you from 4th JB got it right. Person Rumban got it right. It's open, guys. Last round. I'm going to do it very slow with my mouth, and my hands, and my eyes, and my nose very near. open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. Is this close or open? A lot of you say it's closed.
Open.
Open. Open.
The answer is closed. All right. Okay, for those of you who got it, I hope you did. I really hope you understood it. If you didn't, this is the time you go and type it. Someone got the answer there. Someone got the answer in the chat. Figure out whose answer is correct.
The mouth, is it?
Yeah. Let's try one more time. And you'll be mind blown. Open, close, open, close, open, close, open. Is this open or close?
Open.
Is this open? All right.
Yes.
It's open. It's open.
Open or not?
It was open. Okay. I can see Madam just doing this already. Oh, this is.
I'm really focusing.
Man, this is confusing.
Madam, you need to focus on the right thing.
Yeah. So
focus on the nose. I focus on the nose.
Okay,
See the
welcome.
minor.
Once again, welcome to the session called Virtual Facilitation. I hope you enjoyed a few activities earlier on, and if you like that, I hope we're having some more, little bit of this in the following few minutes. I actually think I have half an hour left, so let me see how can I do this in half an hour. Right, really short introduction about myself, but instead of just doing it by myself, right, I'm gonna ask everyone to do it together with me. How? Okay, your question you're thinking is, how am I gonna do this?
Fiber.
All right. I like everyone. This is just before we start, right? Just before we continue, a few ground rules. If you can, try to mute yourself, unless absolutely necessary. Like if you wanna, if there's a question that I'm gonna ask, if there's a quiz I'm gonna do, that's where you unmute yourself, right? But unless necessary or less mentioned, try to be yourself for the best experience of other people. And I'm gonna sound a bit like, what's this called again? Very thick face. I want you to see me, all right? So it's not just me, but everyone in the gallery form. So ground rule number 2, if you can, do show your face, right? I love to see your faces. I love to see how you look like, so I can actually, I feel closer to you. I can somehow, I see Teddy Boy doing this. Yeah. So I would like to see how close I can get to you, even though we are buried by the screen. Okay, so if you can turn on the camera, and I would like to see everyone. Thank you for Josh for hiding my face. Cool. All right. Now I know that a lot of us didn't get to annotate on the map earlier, so I invite all of us to, if you can, rename yourself. All right. So rename yourself to a point. You can just mention which company what's your name, and then followed by your company. Okay. So I see some people have already done that. It's great. And those who haven't, just go ahead and do that. And then it'll be better for us to see and identify how many states we have with us. Cool. Awesome. I see a lot of you turning on your cameras, and I'm very happy. Thank you for that, man. Thank you for that. Okay, awesome. Now, moving on to my self-introduction. As I said, I don't want it to be just me doing it. I want every one of us to do it. How do we do that? Right. Okay, whoever that is. Muted. Am I still muted? Okay, no, great. Cool. All right. I want you to come to a position of your laptop or your phone, right? To a position that you're absolutely mobile and free to move because following sessions, there'll be some parts where I need you to move around. Okay, so make sure you're comfortable. All right, and it's easy for you to sit, easy for you to stand at any given time. So the following activity is going to be like this. I want you to grab, let me just try to share my screen. Okay, next activity I want you to do is this. I want you to grab an object. Wait, just hold your horses. Don't move first. Listen to the instruction first. But think about it. The task is to actually grab an object, all right, that represents who you are. Okay, grab an object that best represents who you are. Don't show it to the camera first. Don't show it first. All right, think about it, and I want you to go and grab that object in 30 seconds. I'm gonna do the same. All right, go and grab the object now.
Can it
30
be
seconds.
object? Can it be objects?
Yeah, object. Any objects, any things that are around your house, around your room. Don't show the camera.
No, I mean like, can it be a plural? Like, can I get like more than one?
Sure. The maximum is 2 lah. Just put it together. Let me
Cool.
just check the chat. I think there are some questions, right? Yeah, awesome. Okay, go and grab it now. 30 seconds, my count. I'm gonna go and get it too. All right. Is the round back? That should be more than 30 seconds actually. Oh, don't grab a random object lah. Grab an object that best represents who you are. Okay, so I can see there's quite a number of you who has shown your camera, right? So as I've mentioned, yeah, you have a choice. It's okay to not turn on your cameras, but for the best experience, I invite you to turn on your camera. And if your camera's shy, it's okay. You don't want to show everything to everyone, right? What you can do is later, not now, you can type what you have in the chat. So on the count of 3, we all show it to the camera, yeah? 1, 2, 3. Awesome. I saw a plant. That's cool. So calculators. Try to find someone who's holding the same object that you have. See if you can get it. See if someone is actually holding the same thing that you're holding now. Someone's holding 50 ringgit. Where? Man, okay, cool. So, oh yeah, awesome. So in the best cases, right, in smaller group settings, what we usually do is we will actually ask to actually spark curiosity and ask people to just randomly ask one random person to use that to describe himself or herself as an icebreaker, as another method of self-introduction. So I'm going to introduce myself now. I've mentioned I actually took this thing, and if you can't really see what it is, I'm just show this part. So this is called a whiteboard to stick. So what actually, you can get this from Shopee, by the way. So
cannot see you. I think you're sharing screen.
Oh, am I? Okay, let me just stop that. Okay. It's called whiteboard to stick. So why I took this is basically because I'm not just a captain from First Ampang Jaya, which is based in Selangor. I am also a trainer or coach in this sense. So I am from Leader Dynamics Club. That's my occupation. I am one of the coaches. So some of you who, especially from maybe Sarawak, you may know my mentor. His name is Victor Wong. Maybe some of you who are from other places will actually know him as well. So basically what I do is I am part of another core curriculum club. It's not a uniform body like Boys Brigade, but it's a club. what we do is basically we teach kids how to be better leaders, right? And how do we do it is through experiential learning. And this is one of the ways, right? These are the many things hopefully I can share with you given the time. Right, so aside from that, I was a teacher. That's why there's a whiteboard thing. So I was a teacher in Sri Sempurna International School. I used to teach maths. Yeah, but that was it. I love kids, but not as much as I love youth. So every youth of you who are here, love you guys, right? So with that being said, that's about me, right? It's not so fun to just know one person in the entire webinar, right? We're gonna create experience where you can know people from across the region. So if possible, this was not scheduled or something, but George, since you're the host, could you do me a favor and help me to operate whereby is the maximum like 50 breakout rooms, right? So later just help me to assign 50 breakout rooms. Can you do that?
Randomly.
Randomly, yeah.
The one.
Hey,
Yep,
thanks,
no
George.
problem.
Okay, while George is setting that up, here's our instructions, right? I want you to go into the breakout rooms. It'll be about, based on the numbers, should be about 5 or 6. If my, yeah, you gotta doubt whether I'm a maths, yeah, right? 2, 3, or 4 people in the group, and this is where you doubt whether I'm a maths teacher or not, lah. Okay, so when you're in your groups, I want you to share among each other and self-introduce yourselves, where you're from, and what does that object specifically says about you, right? We're just going to talk about the object. So you share it to the entire group, and each person gets a chance. Make sure, so we're going to keep it at, let's keep it to 5 minutes. 5 minutes, George? Right?
Yeah, 5 minutes should be fine.
Yeah, 5 minutes. So person only maximum has 1 minute to share. So if you take too long, you'll be deleting someone from your group. Now we don't want that, right? So try to keep your introductions or how you describe the object as short and sweet as possible. And I'll see you back here in 5 minutes. Cool? Okay, George, fire away.
All right. 3, 2, 1, default.
See you.
See you. Bye. Jaya, I don't think, will you be in? No, I don't think you will be in.
I was supposed, but I had the option.
Yeah.
So I'll be staying here in case of anything.
Yes.
But make sure everyone here just go ahead and join and introduce yourself. Right? Yeah. See you guys. Those who are still here, go and join the breakout room. Introduce yourselves. Do a short introduction. Cool.
I just did it randomly.
Yeah, awesome. That's how you want it, right?
Yes. Hopefully, it's distributed evenly. Yeah. I'm checking through, see whether I got same company.
Cool.
No name, some more. Okay.
It's okay, even if it's the same company, no worries.
Yeah, I think it's okay, no problem.
Okay. Oh, okay. So there are a bunch of people who are still here.
I think they didn't accept.
Right.
Because they're supposed to accept it. So guys, if you are here, you're supposed to accept to go into the room. Yeah. Don't be afraid. You're not going to hell.
Okay, I see Liu Tiong going off. Valentine. Valentine. Awesome. Valentine's still with us.
Valentine Rose.
Okay. The rest who are still here, if you're still with me.
I think they are away from keyboard probably.
Yeah. No worries. Just to check if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up for those who are still here.
Yeah, but I need to assign, okay, because someone is only by themselves.
So thanks, Josh, for helping me with that, yeah?
No problem.
The 50 groups you need to look over, is it?
Huh?
The 50 groups you need to look.
Yeah, because it's only one person because someone left the room.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So just make sure that someone to share to lah.
Can. So actually, so in this case, each group should have about two
2 to 3.
to three. Okay, in that
Yeah.
case, instead of 5 minutes, right, let's keep it to maybe 3. And
Yeah, I think we can still keep at 5 because there are still people coming and
okay,
going.
can, sure.
Like I think there are still some people here that haven't accepted it yet. So,
No worries. Okay, can. Oh, Godfrey got kicked out.
yeah. Okay, I'm moving people away.
Can. Let me just turn on my screen for a while and I'll come back right now later. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Oh, Godfrey, did you manage to see with us, Godfrey? Oh.
Corporal Johnny, are you there? If you're not there, I'm gonna be removing you, yeah? Okay, I'm gonna be removing you.
Oh, George, I can hear you breathing.
My mic is very near here.
You put them to the waiting room, is it?
Yeah, because they're not responding, so I want to
Okay.
test whether they're responding. If not, then what's the point, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, cannot tahan this one.
No worries.
Yeah. Okay, I think 1 minute, then we call them back already lah.
Oh, I just realized I have 15 minutes left.
Alright, I think we can extend a bit, no problem.
Okay, then in that case, can you help me to check with them? See, yeah, how long do you estimate?
How much more do you have?
Definitely not 15 lah.
Definitely not 15.
9:30 or just end at 9:30. If there are any questions, those who have questions can stay back.
Yeah, I think 9:30, then we do another 15 minutes Q&A lah. Shouldn't be a problem. I think it's a Saturday.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. So shall we call them back?
Is it 1 minute already? Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yep. Right, let's call them back. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, I see people coming back. Okay, I saw some people saying that they can't finish their sessions, right? No worries, no worries. As long as you remember those. Okay.
Kasihan Seth. No worries, Seth. I feel you.
No worries. Okay, so I hope you managed to at least know at least 2 or 3 people from a different company or different state, right? Okay. Yeah, so I noticed in the chat. Okay, so actually, disclaimer, from this point out, I am gonna move away my chat so I can actually see people better. All right. Right. So reason why is I'm not gonna look at the chat, right? You are gonna be looking at the chat, not me. And this is how we started doing this already. The session's gonna start soon officially, and anything that I'm gonna go a bit fast, and sometimes I talk too fast. So if you can't catch what I said, out of the 100 people here, there'll be bound to have at least one person who caught what I said, right? And if not even one caught what I said, that's where Josh, maybe you need to let me know. Okay, but as for the rest, if you can catch what I'm really saying, and so you see someone talking in the chat about, asking questions about what did I just say or something like that, right? You can be the person who should actually help these people who missed what I said. That would be great help and actually cut my time to keep repeating myself. So without further ado, I'm just gonna let you know, we actually did a bit of the virtual facilitation. What you have seen me do so far, a few techniques that you can actually do if you're running a session, or if you're running a youth group virtually. All right. Let me just start with this. I hope you can see my screen. If you can't, it's because I haven't shared it yet. So I'm going to share a little tips, the way we usually do things and for clubs, at least for my side. Okay, this is a bit secret there, but it's okay. Right, so what we usually do in a club session, which is 60 minutes, right? What we used to do at first is to actually have energizers, right? Energizers that actually make some, energizers are things, activities, questions, or even games that makes the people engage, right? Those who are talking to engage themselves. So examples of icebreaker games, the one that we did just now, breaking people into groups, games like the open close. These things are forms of energizers which you can find in the bulk, in a lot. Someone, let me just read that person for a while, sorry. Okay. Josh, you had to help me, yeah? Right, so.
I mute all of us.
Okay. Okay, so with that means these are actually some type of forms you can actually ask a person to engage with you. All right, it helps them to pump them up. It helps to get them engaged, and it helps to make sure they're focused, right? So they don't miss out on the fun, right? So aside from that, what happens next for us is usually education. Now, what we usually do is we teach, like what I'm doing now, is we teach, right? And then after that, we give examples, right? We give examples on what are the sort of things you can actually, that has happened before, right? Or even it can be experiential, like what happened just now, right? I'll talk about it more later, just to give you an idea of what's been happening. Last but not least, empowerment. So the example I'm going to give now is basically what happened just now. You were breaking into groups, right? Now, I'm going to invite, let's check the chat for a short while. Okay, right. So what I'm going to do now is actually invite anyone who's eager to share what was their experience like during the breakout session? Was it chaotic? Did anyone share? Or between 1 to 10 seconds, how long did it take to someone actually open the mouth and start talking? Let's see if there's anyone who'd like to share. Seth mentioned he had 15 seconds to share left. Is it really 15 seconds? Teddy mentioned we bonded fast. Anyone who wants to talk it over the voice, feel free to unmute yourself now.
Give Seth a chance lah, since he haven't finished yet. Just a
Go ahead.
suggestion to everyone. Yeah.
Sure, can. Come on, Seth. Seth, you with us somewhere? I know you're in the chat somewhere, but can't see your face. Seth, if you're with us, you can just turn on your mic, and we should be able to see you somewhere.
He's asking whether to share about his object or what.
No, to share your experience in the breakout room.
My group was a bit confusing. We able to finish sharing within the time, and
Okay.
I thought can go back to the main screen. Then after the 2 person left the screen, there is another 2 person came in. I was like,
Oh,
how come huh? Then they came in late, so the second batch we didn't finish. But it is good experience that at first both of them didn't switch on the mics, switch on the camera and microphone. I was like, hey, no time ready. Then I start talking. Then slowly they join in and switch on the camera and start sharing.
right.
So it was like yeah, both from Perak, one from Ipoh, one from Manjung.
Nice. Okay, thanks, Jess, for sharing. Awesome. That's all right. So I'm gonna teach one thing that either you knew or don't know. So it's because most of you will be on mic, and I can't hear your applause. I can't hear you clapping. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna learn a new language. It's called American Sign Language. It's a sign language for clapping. So how we do this actually? You just put your hands like that and just wave. Yeah. So every time someone says something, right, and we applaud, you can't just you do this. No, you can hear me because I'm the mic. But if I can't hear you, this is how I know you're clapping. So awesome, right? So awesome. One more thing I'm gonna share. Instead of doing this, right, another way to give claps is actually, since we're gallery mode, right, clap to the people on the side, on the left and right. Yeah, imagine there's sound coming out from them now. Josh is not clapping by hand. Yeah, okay, awesome. Hope that I think hope you can use it somewhere in your own companies or something. So yeah, anyone else? We need one more person. Seth, would you like to share? What was your experience? Yeah, David, I see David like rooting for you, man.
Yeah, I think Seth can share, then David will share.
Yeah.
I guess for the first few minutes, it was kind of awkward because it was only me and the other guy, and then like we were about to share, and then someone else joined in,
Right.
and like then we started to share. Then like when I started to share about my thing, I only had like 15 minutes, and then I got cut off. So, yeah.
Okay, cool. Keep your mic on, Seth. I'm gonna ask you a few questions here. When you mentioned that you felt awkward during the time, right? Who was the first person who actually started to share or initiate? Who goes first? Was there anyone?
Lee Swan's son.
Oh, so there was a person, right?
Yeah, there
So
was
what-
a person.
Okay, what did he do? Or she?
Oh, he shared it on the chat, and I was like, oh, okay, then it's my turn. Like, no, wait, it was almost done sharing, and then someone else joined.
Okay, what happened next?
Then, like, she started to, what's that? She started to share, and then, like, then it was his turn. Then, like, when I wanted to share, I only had like 15 minutes. 15 seconds.
15 seconds. Okay, no worries, Seth. So, just checking. Would you want to share about your object to everyone in the room now?
I guess so.
Go ahead. All right. 30 seconds.
what I picked was the globe because I guess like it resembles being adventurous. So like I like to go camping and like go everywhere. And like so yeah, I guess that the globe expresses me.
Awesome. Let's give that applause to Seth once again. That's awesome. And I'm pretty sure that's one of the reasons why you're still in BB. Cool. Okay, so to resonate on, thank you, Seth, so much. So to resonate on what Seth mentioned, right? There will be these kind of times where you're in a group discussion, right? And it feels so awkward because it's like there's no one, it's not someone familiar to you. It's complete stranger, and you're just two guys sitting alternate there and looking at you. Imagine if this is a physical thing, right? And you're assigned to a group during BB Festa. And then there'll be certain groups who go like, yay, new person. Okay, I'm gonna, new person, excited to know more about you. And then there'll be this group of people who's like, oh, yay, new person, new people. Someone I get to know about again. So there are two different types of people like this in every group setting, even in physical or virtual, right? That happens. So how can we actually go and talk to these people, right? I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Sorry, I realized I've been sharing my screen over and over. Now, how do we actually address this? Basically, the entire session today, if you don't know what it's about, here it is. It's actually help you facilitate groups discussions virtually, right? It's a gist or a glimpse of how virtual facilitation, virtual sessions can be engaging, right? So if there's anything I'd like you to take away today is these two things. Virtual, how do you make virtual engagement fun or interactive or engaging? Second is how do you make virtual facilitation in discussions, in group discussions, right? So with that being said, just to resonate on what Seth has mentioned. Just give me a second. Okay, this is taking too long. So, the sign is still there. Cool. Right. Now there are three types of people, right? Three types of people in groups, in webinars, in sessions. It depends. We call it the 3 C's. Right? The first group of people. Hope you can see this. We call it the critics. Right? So the critics are basically people who just complain and complain and complain. All right? Or just like nitpick everything that you say. Okay? Now, these are the type of people that usually when we come to group sessions or group discussions, when you say something, they're gonna go like, I think, no. Like when doing an NCO discussion, right? Or even NCO camp. Let's take example, not as the president or someone you're doing reporting, right? I'm reporting camps. I'm gonna, I feel like the camp should be done at Dusun Eco Resort, And why? Because it's fun group schemes. And then we have the critic. Wow, but I think Dusun Eco Resort, not that nice, expensive, sorry, that is expensive. And the food not so nice, and so many hutan, so many orang hutan, etc. Okay. And then he leaves it with a period. And then you as a person who is explaining and reporting, right? You go like, okay, I just got shut down. And the whole group will be left awkward, right? Okay, these are what we call the critique. I'll tell you how to deal with them later. We have the second group of people. The second group of people are basically I hope you can see this. Consumers. So why we call them consumers is when you go to a restaurant, right? Okay, consumers are basically people who just buy stuff or eat, right? And that's all they do. That's it. So in a group discussion or group setting, right, when they come, they are the type of people who just physically, imagine in a physical setting, they'll just come, sit down, and they usually sit at the back. These are the people who usually sit at the back with their hands crossed, right? And that's it. You can imagine it with their legs up as well. In a virtual setting, however, these are usually the people who do this. Not those people, but these kind of people who actually does this by doing exactly this. Everything you say, everything you do, and this is what they do.
Your video is turned off, right?
Ah, yes, Josh, exactly my point. You don't know what I'm doing at the back, right? So there are these type of people who actually do this, right? So this is what we call consumers, okay? Following with me so far? Can, huh? Okay, let me just try to grab my marker, just fell to the floor. All right. Third type of people. Now, these are the people we usually love. We call them contributors. Because in summary, they do all the talking. They are the type of people who usually say a lot of stuff, right? And they constantly give ideas, right? But then it's not always good, isn't it? Okay, so we have three types of people. We have the critics, who loves to say a lot of things but gives no suggestions, no feedback, no reports whatever, or even solutions. We have the consumers who does nothing at all and just listens to you. We have the contributors who just says too much sometimes. So in group discussions, what we usually do with three people, right? Critic. Now, solutions to a critic. When you hear people, usually they tend to complain and all that. This is where it says, back to the example, 2-cycle resort, yada, yada, yada. Now, good, all right. What do you do? Okay, in that case, what do you think would be better? Where's the next place do you think would be better? George. Sorry, George, but yeah.
Sorry?
I'm just using an example. Let's say George is both 3 C's, yeah? George the critic now. So George the critic, you complain and complain. I'm gonna ask George, if you mentioned that 2-cycle resort is not that nice, right? So what other solutions do you think, what other places would be better for camp? And George the critic will go like, I don't know, man. Okay, so I'm not teaching you how to turn the table over just to critique them back, but it's something that you could do that will help them to actually realize, oh, I'm just complaining, but I have nothing to return, right? This, if you're a leader in that group, this can be used as a debrief or a reflection session with him. Like after this, Josh the critic, you free for later? Let's have some one-to-one yum cha time, and then you can talk to him about it, right? But it also helps to move the discussion forward. If he says the one, you basically, what's the good thing about it is that you will get the discussion still moving forward instead of keeping an awkward silence and just waiting for that with no solutions to prove. Second type of people, consumers. These are the people that you will need to pay attention to. You need to understand why they are usually sitting back and why they are just not contributing at all, or even not even at least the critic. The critic at least participates a little bit, even though it's complaining, right? The consumers are type of people who actually needs the type of attention that they are usually attention type seekers. They say they don't want to be there, but they're just there, right? They don't want to contribute. So you will have to engage them, right? During this time, the contributor is the one who's doing too much talking, and you're gonna have to say, Josh the contributor, great. I think your ideas are awesome. But George, the consumer, I'm very interested to know what you think. I'm interested to know your opinion about this thing. So this will actually engage the consumer, you know. Oh, you actually value my, yeah, George, you have three personas today. So the consumer would think that, no, I feel being valued. I feel that my opinions do matter, right? And this is what you need them to learn, or actually what could help to get the consumers to start talking, even just a little bit, right? And I think I mentioned how to talk to the contributors. Now the contributors are the people who talk too much, right? And you need them to slow down a little bit to give other people a chance. Now the contributors are, I think for me personally, I would personally be straight and straightforward. I'll be saying to the contributors, I love your ideas, man. I think it's great. We can write it all down, but maybe just short pause, and I would like to know, how this person else thinks, how this person thinks, and all that. Now, at the same time, we are affirming the contributors for the contribution, but we are also giving chance to the consumers or other people to voice out their opinions, right? So this is one of the skill or strategies that you could do in the group discussions, right? Right. And oh, hello. I'm gonna share my screen for a short while. How much time do you have left, George? 15 minutes. Okay, great, awesome. There was supposed to be a short. Okay, no worries. Can't. I'll try to wrap this up with this last part. Yeah. Oh, no, not this one. Okay, here you go. Now, just now was the 3 C's. What I'm going to share next is the 3 F's. Nothing vulgar, just disclaimer, yeah. Format, facilitate, and fun. All right. Now, format-wise, every time when you enter a group discussion, if it's a random thing like earlier, right? There was nobody. Seth mentioned there was no one didn't know who to start or what was a prompt to start until I'm sorry, I forgot the other person's name, but there was one person who initiated and dove right straight in. All right. We all wish we had some people like that, but then if you were assigned as a facilitator, right, and there's no one who's doing that, then you as a leader, you as a facilitator, you're gonna have to do that by yourself. Now, how do you do that? Is basically first things first. Let me just share this as well. I think it'd be great. It's just very simple tips, right? I'm not a fan of doing too much PowerPoint. This is something that actually you learned recently. Don't use too much PowerPoint, right? But just enough. So with that being said, I hope you can see my mouse as well. Right, to understand, you need to understand that your role is a facilitator. You are not in a group setting or group discussion setting trying to be a facilitator more than an instructor. All right, when we say facilitate, what do we actually do is we actually encourage people to share their opinions, all right, to share their opinions, share their ideas, don't dominate the whole thing. You as a person, you consider yourself as the middle person, right, standing in between multiple people, and you're facilitating the discussion, inviting people to share ideas, right, guiding people, right, to share their ideas, to talk, right, and so guiding to encourage the people who are not talking to actually talk, right. So in a group discussion, try to have a specific structure to avoid the awkwardness. So if you come to a group discussion, another breakout room, right, and no further instructions were given to how you actually can facilitate, the great thing is you actually you can either do a round robin method, right, which is first this person shares and another person, and you call the names, right, George, so why don't you share? Audrey, why don't you share? After Audrey finishes, Jeremy, how about you? Bowie from Second Kampa, what about you? Kuching, what about you? So this is what we call cold calling method. I didn't write it down here. It's called cold calling, COLD. We should actually invite the people straight away. Try to use this as little as you can. We only usually do this when no one is talking whatsoever, right? Okay. The other method is actually called what we call popcorn. The popcorn sharing method is basically what happened during Seth session. I'm using Seth as an example, by the way. So what happened during Seth session, right, was that no one knew what to do. So whoever felt like sharing went to share. So we don't directly call it popcorn sharing when you're in the group discussion. No, okay, guys, let's do the popcorn method. You can, but the other people may not know what you're talking about. So what you can do is just mention whoever who likes to share, go ahead, and if no one starts to talk, then you can start to use the code calling method, right? Why we usually do the popcorn method is we call it something called challenge by choice, where we offer people the freedom, but we don't give them total freedom. We also enforce it a little bit, right? So that is the way to create a structure, a format of the discussion, right? Okay, I think I covered, oops. 1, 2, 3, record and write. Now, it's good to always write down discussions, right? Write down the points and try to make it exactly what they have mentioned and said, so it won't affect their, in terms of clarity and communication, right? It actually contributes, and it's a good thing for meeting minutes and etc. It's also affirming the person that you're actually listening to what they say, right? Ways you can do this virtually is to type it in the chat. Like a few people, I think some of you have been doing that for me. Yeah, George and Godfrey, thank you so much. So these are the ways that I know that someone is actually listening to what I'm saying, right? Okay, and productive group, being inclusive and positive. So in a group setting, in a group discussion, be it physically or even virtually. Now, how we actually include people is to actually through this method. Now, I've learned this from a website called WeN.me. I will share about it later on. So what they have here is actually called the asking powerful questions, right? When you're in a group discussion, I'm just gonna check how much time do I have left. Okay, I think 2 minutes. Okay, just a little bit more time, Josh, sorry. Yeah. Right. So it's called the asking powerful questions pyramid. Starting from the bottom, build your intention to know the person rather than trying to be more task focused or task oriented just to get it done, right? Have the intention to know the person more, right? Have the intention because the other person will know and feel what your thoughts are. If your intention is to just get the task done, usually the people won't contribute as much, right? So when someone's presenting or when someone's sharing, always have the intention to know the person more, right? Right? That's called intention. And rapport, right? Moving up is rapport. Just let know the person, build that connection with the person, and being open, right? Yourself, you have to be open. You have to listen, and you have to empathize, right? Okay. I can't touch too much because actually I don't have much time. But we'll see if there's a need. We'll schedule a second one. All right. I'm just gonna stop sharing at this moment. George, I know we are overshooting a little bit of time, but those who can stay for about maybe 5 to 10 more minutes, we're gonna run a simple and short exercise just to make sure you're listening and you can actually apply all the things you've learned, right? So, am I still sharing my screen? No, okay, great. So, I want you to, later we're gonna bring out into groups again, but this time I want you to share about this. Okay? Or actually, let me take that back and show my face for a short while to let you slowly forget what you've just seen and to focus on my face. And I think this question is better. What is one thing life is teaching you right now? What is one thing life is teaching you right now? All right. Yeah, I see people helping you type it in the chat. That's great. So I want you to think about it. And as you're thinking, and George helped me to facilitate to make the breakout rooms again for the last 5 minutes. And as you think about it now, I want you to also try to apply everything that I've mentioned just now in your group discussions and see whether there will be a different, I know people are sharing in the chat with me right now, but I want you to do it in the breakout rooms. I want you to do it by applying everything that I mentioned just now and see what's the difference between the first breakout room and the next one. Okay, so as you share, make sure you use reflective listening or listen intentionally, because everyone you will ever meet knows something you don't. All right, so with that being said, I'll see you guys in 5 minutes. Right? See you soon.
Remember to accept the invitation, yeah, so that you can go into the room. Don't worry, we are still connected. You're still on Earth, all right? And Ronald, I don't think, hopefully you don't get Aaron now.
Aaron.
Yeah, he was in the same room with his son, Ronald.
Oh,
just now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
The rest, I think you need to accept. And now we know who are the consumers lah.
Yeah. Or it could possibly be because of the internet connections.
Yeah, possibly the internet connections as well.
Yeah.
But I now break them into 25 rooms only, so that more people in the room.
Oh, 5 minutes enough?
Enough, not more than 4 in the room. So it's
Okay.
chances of single person in the room is less lah.
Okay, cool. No worries.
Yeah.
Griffin, Pao, Fu Yu, I hope I pronounce this correctly. Fu Yu.
Yeah, I think Fu Yu is walking around.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Audrey, are you still here or is connection a problem? We hope you can actually join the breakout rooms to share. If you don't know what you're gonna share, just go into the breakout rooms and basically people will have to brief you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Griffin is disconnected.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah. Connection is not good. So
Lester as well.
Lester. Okay, off you go. Hey, there's 2 Fu Yu. Okay, then I need to remove this one. That's about. Yeah, I think most people are at least 2 people in.
9:36. Okay.
Yeah, so I think we wrap up maximum 9:45 lah.
Yeah, I think I can end here soon.
Mm.
There's much. There's too much. Too little time.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's expected already lah.
Yeah, but don't worries, because I personally try to cover facilitating a session instead of a group discussion as well.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think at least there's a few pointers like things like the critic, consumer, and
Mm. So what I'm gonna do at the end, right, I'm just gonna give a disclaimer. These are all not my personal ideas. I just basically studied, research a lot, and these are
Yeah.
outcomes lah. Yeah.
correct. Yeah.
Can.
Yeah, Alistair was DC again. Kesian.
Is there a way to keep the connections going on, as in not the virtual connections, but like those? I mean, eventually they're gonna have make new friends here, right? So, what are your plans to keep the engagements, friendships going on?
Yeah, so I think what we'll do is that I had this question as well, but I was thinking like what would it be the purpose to keep this friendship going on? But I will see that it's more to LTPs that when they join as it goes on, the friendship will be there. Because one of the poll questions that I'll be asking is that will you want to facilitate the future sessions
Cool.
the LTP as well? So I think those one will be interested.
So what if they are interested? Who did they approach, or what did they do?
Yeah, so if they're interested, we'll put out a link to register out as a facilitator lor.
And then you will mention, you will cross-check lah, something like that.
Yeah, I'll cross-check something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
I think in terms of keeping the friendship here, it's a bit hard because it's between officers and members, and we don't know who is who inside there and things like that.
Okay. Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are facing the same problem currently as well. That's why.
Unless we do a deliberate grouping, meaning that
probably next month, next session, lah. Okay.
next session, and also, but the reason is because we can't form a club, so-called a club or a squad thing, because you add on to that burden in the sense of their current company already. Yes,
True.
I agree that friendship is good between companies, but I think it's just adding each other in the group itself. Yeah.
Okay. Can. I'll just leave the rest to you lah. I can't consent too much.
Yeah, I think we can do session 2 lah.
Oh, then you think why I need to share in session 2? Because I actually merged quite a lot.
Then never mind. Yeah.
Can. We'll see how. We can ask in the chat lah.
Yeah. Because we can ask in the chat and see how everyone wants it.
Can. How's the time?
Yeah, I think awesome. Yeah. Okay, so I think we'll call them back.
Is it 5 minutes already?
Give them one last minute now.
They take ourselves again.
Yeah. I think he is NCO in trade. He's a private.
Okay, cool. It's not bad lah. He quite daring to share.
Yeah.
Not bad.
13KK, got for his company.
Could it be one of the persons who actually joined our sessions on the drawings? Actually, 13KK quite a lot, you know. Do you need the statistics?
Yeah.
Can. Okay.
Yeah. It will be good. Then we can at least know who is here, who is there.
Yeah, I'm planning to send to the individual companies as well to see who signed up. It's my accountability. Can.
All right. Let's call them back. Ta-da. All right, they're back. 15 seconds.
Hi, hopefully that was enough time. Hopefully there's not a second Seth. Seth, did you manage to share this time?
Yes.
Awesome.
But like there was this one guy who was like, his name is Jeremy, and then like he wanted to explain, but then there was like 15 seconds left, so he didn't.
Whoa, just curiosity, was it from my company first Ampang?
Yeah.
Okay, Jeremy, if you're here, I will have a follow-up session with you. No worries.
You can take 15 minutes to share.
Yeah.
Jeremy
Okay.
is here already. Jeremy is here.
No worries. Because of time constraint, I can't have people sharing here. Yeah, so I see people looking at time. Okay, no worries. Oh, within.
Still got
Alright.
time. Still got time.
Still got time. No, I will be short already.
No, don't think like that.
Yeah,
Still
what
got
you mean?
time.
Yeah, what you mean is
Yeah.
that is still young.
What?
Can. So for the benefit of the old people like me, right? Alright. Just gonna share last few things. Maybe instead of me sharing, right? I'm very curious. If you thought that the breakout sessions earlier just now was better and effective and more efficient than the first one, could you let me know either in the chat or give me a thumbs up with your emojis or reactions? Cool, great, awesome. Let me just pick one random person that I can see, preferably a member. Sergeant Qian something, I can't see the full name.
Qian.
Okay, hi, Sergeant Qian. Yes, could you share
Hi.
what was different from the first and second?
For me, it's better than the first one that I joined in, and not that so awkward. And after we sharing about the questions, and we got chatting for about PESTA.
Ah, awesome. Okay, so maybe specifically you could share what was the difference besides the awkwardness. How did it help? How did the sessions that I did with you help with the second breakout session? Okay, do you understand the question?
Sorry again.
Okay, so besides the awkwardness, it became better in the second session, right? How did what I've mentioned help with the difference, the improvement of the first and second session?
Got people start to speak when that silence.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Thanks. Maybe another person. Anyone who wants to share, just unmute your mic. And if you would like to share without using the mic, go ahead in the chat. I can read them later. But anyone who just wants to share in through the mic, go ahead and unmute yourself. Yeah. If there's no one, then I'll just move on. Going once, twice. Done. Okay. All right. So to sum it all up, we learned two things, right? There was one with 6 pointers, but I hope you read it down. If you haven't, someone can pop it in the chat later. But basically, there were two things. We learned the types of people in the group discussion, the 3 C's, right? Critics, consumers, and contributors. And we've also learned how to actually engage with these people, not to counter them, all right, but mainly how to keep the conversations and discussions going on if these 3 people are there, right? And we learn about the 3 F's, right? Format, facilitate, and fun. I didn't mention fun yet because I thought it was really clear cut. Format is actually having a format of how you're going to facilitate the session, round robin, popcorn, etc. Facilitate, mainly understand that the role is not to instruct, all right, or not to be dominate the whole conversation or discussion, all right, but mainly to facilitate, being a middle person during the discussion, right, even virtually. Thirdly, fun. Just have fun. Enjoy the process of being with people, listening to other people's ideas, listening to other people's sharings, because this is virtual thing, right? Behind every screen is an actual human being, and nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. So you have to have that intention to listen and to really learn more about that person, what the person is talking about. Then they will listen to you, and then they will start to give their opinions as well. So with that being said, I would like to end my session here. So give a high five to the person next to you if you're on camera. If you're not, visualize it in your head. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Jaya, for this amazing sharing. And I think even though we overrun the time a bit, I think it's well worth it, right? If it's well worth it, just give it a 5 to the person next to you as well. Yeah, all right. Okay, so without further ado, thank you again, once again, Jaya, for the sharing tonight. And just to do a little promo, this is not the only LTP session or the leadership training program session that we're gonna have. So we're gonna have more in the coming months, and the next one will be on the 29th of August. But before you run, there's 2 things very, very important that we need to do. As the new BB tradition, we need to take a good photo for tonight. All right, do your best expression that you can have. Please come on your camera, your last chance tonight to turn on your camera. Give the best expression that you have. You can do anything you want. This is a free country, all right? Okay, ready, set, in 3, 2, 1, go, smile. Okay, guys, don't chat, yeah? You're chatting, you're blocking someone's face. Okay, ready? Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Too many people. Hold it, 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 hold it. Hold it. Hold. Okay, all right. Taking photo is never.
So you're taking 1,000 person, is it?
Yeah, I'm taking 1,000 persons. Then the second thing that we need to do is a poll. All right, in a few seconds, a bunch of questions will show up in your screen. So take your time and do that. All right. So one of the questions will include whether you are interested to be a facilitator and applying what you know today for the following sessions. Okay. So your question should show up now.
Oh, I didn't receive anything though. Oh, okay. Yeah. Question, am I supposed to answer?
You can answer as well, no problem. Yeah.
Oh, I just realized I can't. I'm a co-host.
Oh, too bad.
No worries. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I can see. Yeah.
Yeah. You can manually answer. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. That's very encouraging. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
So as you're answering the poll, I'm just gonna give a few nuggets. You could actually do this with your company, and there's a bunch of games on Google. One of the things I haven't tried with you was the story of Mr. and Mrs. Right. this very helpful website that I would recommend. Can't see where. Yeah, I see people talking in the chat, but I'm just gonna put it here anyways. Playmeo. Playmeo.com is a very helpful website that I've been looking for resource. Then there's vn.me. So most of the things that you've learned in today's session, right, is basically I've summarized a lot of things that I've been reading for the past few months, and just putting a few things. This is just a gist of it, by the way, of virtual facilitation and facilitating sessions. So hopefully, if there's other sessions, if you like other sessions similar to this one, do let George or your officers know. Yeah.
Okay, so I think the poll is, has everyone done the poll? If yes, yeah, by the way, next one we're gonna sing birthday song next time, right? Because it's Eric Chan's birthday.
Oh.
No, Eric said it's not his birthday.
Yeah. By the way, it's my birthday actually. Yeah.
Oh.
Not wrong.
It is?
It is.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on, like
Okay,
guys.
ready, go.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday to George.
Birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
By the way, it's not
May
today,
the
right?
good Lord bless
Last
you. May the good Lord bless you.
Like follow IG
May the
line.
good Lord bless George. May the good Lord bless you.
Okay. They're supposed to sing the Vesper, not the song.
We should do that too.
Okay, but thank you guys. All right. So I think just to close to the night, I think it's good that we just close with the Vesper, just to calm ourselves down, so that we can able to go to sleep better and have a good rest, so that we will wake up energized and worship our Lord tomorrow. All right. So I think I'll share the screen. Then when we sing Vesper, after we sing Vesper, then we'll bersurai lah. Okay. Okay, someone has to mute their. Okay, ready? Sound on.
Great God who knoweth all our needs, let thou our watch and guard our sleep. Forgive our sins of thought and deed, and in thy peace thy servants keep. We thank thee for the day that's done. We trust thee for the days to be. Thy love we learn in Christ thy Son. Oh, may we all his glory see. Amen.
All right. Thank you guys, and have a good night.